Rabindranath Tagore, a poet, writer, and humanitarian, was the first Indian to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. He played a crucial role in shaping modern India. Tagore is best known for his poetry, but he also wrote novels, short stories, plays, and articles. He was actively involved in various social, cultural, and artistic activities. People often call him one of the first global figures of the 20th century. Rabindranath Tagore was born on the 7th of May 1861 in Calcutta. His father, Rabindranath Tagore, was a respected figure in the Brahmo Samaj, a group working to bring a more modern interpretation of Hindu beliefs by focusing on one god and moving away from strict traditions they believed were holding India back. Rabindranath Tagore also encouraged his family to learn English. From a young age, Rabindranath started writing and amazed everyone with his easy-flowing style and natural creations. He didn't really like regular school and preferred learning at home. In 1878, he went to England to study law at University College, London, but he left before finishing his degree. When he came back to India, in 1901, Tagore went to Shantiniketan and started a special place for learning and writing. He named it Shantiniketan, which means abode of peace. This place became very important for him. Tagore and Gandhi were really good friends, and Tagore looked up to Gandhi a lot. But even though they were friends, they sometimes didn't agree on everything. For instance, they had different opinions about Swaraj protests, and Tagore didn't agree when Gandhi said an earthquake happened because of how Dalits were treated. Despite these differences, they still respected each other. When Gandhi went on a hunger strike, it was Tagore who managed to convince him to stop and take care of his health. This shows how much they cared for each other, even when they didn't see eye to eye. In 1913, something really special happened to Tagore. He got the Nobel Prize for his book, Gitanjali. This made his writing famous all over the world, and soon, people from different corners of the globe knew about him and his amazing work. Because of this achievement, Tagore got the chance to travel to many different countries and talk to people through lectures and performances. He also became friends with famous people like W.B. Yeats, George Bernard Shaw, Romain Rolland, Robert Frost, and even Albert Einstein, who were all really important in the cultural world at that time. Tagore had a deep love for nature, and many of his poems celebrated the simple beauty of the natural world. He believed that his spirituality was not just in temples and holy books, but also in the wonders and mysteries of nature. Tagore was really good at making music. He made more than 2,000 songs that became super popular in Bengal and were sung by a lot of people. Just like his stories and poems, his music didn't follow strict rules and had a strong emotional and spiritual impact. A special thing about Tagore is that he composed the national anthems of two countries, India's Jana Gana Mana and Bangladesh's Amar Sonar Bangla. Tagore strongly opposed British rule, but he also believed that Indians should work on educating themselves better. He thought that British control was partly because of India's own situation. He was especially critical of India's focus on the caste system. In 1919, Tagore returned his knighthood as a strong protest against the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where many peaceful Indian protesters were tragically killed. Towards the end of his life, Tagore became interested in art and science apart from being a multi-talented person. He also believed in thinking beyond borders and criticized extreme nationalism. He supported the Indian independence movement by writing songs and articles that stood for the greater cause. Tagore had different thoughts about religion. He grew up in a traditional Hindu family and learned to pray and meditate from a young age. He found peace of mind in chanting the Gayatri mantra, but he didn't connect much with the strict paths of religion. He believed that religion wasn't just about scriptures and places of worship, but also about how we live our lives. He really didn't like extreme beliefs and saw the strength of Hinduism in its open-mindedness to different paths. He always wanted different religions in India to get along well, not just by putting up with each other, but by genuinely understanding and respecting each other's good qualities. Tagore passed away on the 7th of August 1941, at the age of 80, after a long and difficult illness. He left us from his own family home, where he had spent his life. Tagore's life story teaches us many good things. He showed us how to follow our passions and be creative in different fields like writing, music, and art. He stood up against unfair things, like when he protested against British rule and believed in religions working together. He also wanted everyone to be open-minded and learn from each other's beliefs. His focus on learning and improving ourselves is a reminder that we should keep learning throughout life. Tagore's life shows us to be strong, kind, and always try to make the world better.